Hey guys, it's Natalia here. I'm here today to do the... what am I doing? I'm here today to do the resolutions tag. I was tagged by Tina. Let me just check. I don't even know if I was tagged by Tina. I'm just going to have a quick look. If I was tagged by Tina, thank you. If I wasn't tagged by Tina, why didn't you tag me? I was definitely tagged by Kat from Kitchenette, so I'm going to link both of their videos down below, regardless whether or not Tina did or didn't tag me. I'm going to link their videos down below if you want to go and check them out. So there are, I think there's 10 questions, and they're kind of divided up into looking back over 2013 and then looking forward into 2014 and your resolutions. So the first, I'm just going to get into it because this is going to be a bit of a chatty, rambly video, I think. So the first thing is name 3 things you did this year that you are proud of. The first thing that comes to my mind, and this is the big one, is being a mum. I mean, it is the hardest job. It really is. It is the hardest thing you ever had to do is be a mother, or a parent for that matter. If you're a single dad doing it on your own as well, you know, mothers and fathers together, it is a tough job being a parent. So if you are watching this, stop and give yourself a pat on the back every single day, because you are doing an amazing job. You really are. You are doing the best thing you can for your children, and you're giving them an amazing life. So be proud of yourself for that. A lot of people, I find, they don't. A lot of mothers especially, and I don't want to feel like I'm, you know, saying fathers, you don't feel this at all, but I'm just speaking from a mother point of view, and me personally, is you beat yourself up every single day. Every single day is a new challenge. You're faced with new challenges. Your kids give you new challenges, bless their little cotton socks. And it is just a tough gig. It really is. And it is, I've got 3 boys. They're 6, 3 and 1. And it is chaos. My house is a constant state of chaos. That is my life, and that is, I'm happy with that. It doesn't bother me, because that is my life, and my life is just a constant state of chaos. If you are a mother out there, stop and congratulate yourself for getting through 2013, because it's a tough gig, believe me, I know. The next thing that I wanted to say I'm proud of is my YouTube channel and my blog. I know my blog hasn't really been the biggest thing that I've done, but the YouTube channel really has been, it's been my outlet to get away from the boys, because my whole life is surrounded by boys and men and Star Wars and Ninja Turtles and all that kind of stuff. And so coming upstairs and making the roof my beauty room, which I will be doing a room tour very soon, I promise. It has just given me a chance to be myself, and this is my outlet. So, you know, I'm really proud that I actually even turned that camera on the first time and uploaded that first video, and I've just loved it ever since. And I've met so many fantastic friends through YouTube this year. If you are watching this, you all know who you are, some from overseas as well, and they've just, everyone I've spoken to and experienced and had, you know, comments from, they've all been so positive, and it's been such an amazing thing this year. I love it, and I'm not looking at stopping anytime soon. It is just, it is my break, it is my sanity, talking to you guys through a camera. And I did want to say, I did create a second channel. I am going to be moving that one to this channel just to condense it, because 2 channels is just too hard to manage. So everything is going to be moved to this channel, so you will see a lot of reviews being uploaded. You may have seen them before if you subscribed over there, but yeah, that's what that's about. So I'm just going to combine this and have just one big beauty channel. This will have my tutorials, reviews and everything on this channel this year. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this channel goes in 2014. The next thing I'm proud of is just, it's kind of like just personal growth. I have felt in the last year that I have grown so much within myself. I guess I would never ever talk in front of a crowd or anything, and I probably still won't, because you guys are different than a crowd. But I think just getting up here and talking to you and putting myself out there has really just opened myself up. I'm a lot more confident than I ever was, and I just think that me as a person, I have just grown in the last year so much. You know, we've just had different life experiences thrown at us, and you just, the way you sort of handle things as you would have handled things a few years ago, I'm a completely different person in this last year than I have been in a long time, and I've actually noticed that. And you know, it just kind of reflects on me and my personality and my mothering and everything, and I just think I'm just really proud of who I've become in the last year and stuff. So I'm also, you know, just setting myself new goals and stuff for this year, fitness and health goals and stuff, and I'm just really looking forward to next year to kind of, you know, see where it all takes me and see if I can grow any more. So yeah, That's kind of a bit of a self-centered one, but that's just how it is. Name one thing you wish you had done differently. I don't regret anything that I've done in 2013. Well, no, that's not true. I do. As far as like big decisions have come, I don't regret anything I've ever done. I kind of feel that you take them as life lessons and you learn from them, and you sort of know, okay, let's just not go down that road again, or let's just not do that. A lot of it sucks. A lot of things have, you know, happen, and life throws curveballs at you, and you just got to sort of deal with it. And you may regret, you know, wish you had done something differently, but I kind of don't like thinking that way. Hi, airplane. One thing I do regret though, and one thing I could have stopped and I will stop, is last year I apparently was driving a lot faster than I should have been on numerous occasions. And I think I was on 3 speeding fines last year. I also got busted talking on my phone. I just... Why? I answered the phone to tell them I'm driving, I can't talk to you, and then as I did, it was the most frustrating thing. I won't be doing that again. Use hands-free. Do not talk on your phone and drive. It is dangerous. Do not do it. It is so bad, and it is so expensive. Ridiculously expensive. Don't do it. And don't speed. Okay, biggest highlight in 2013, I got married in January 19th last year, and that obviously, it's a massive highlight. It was, me and my husband have been together. This year we'll be going on our 8th year. We met at Australia Day, at the big day out of all places, and this will be our 8-year anniversary, and we got married the week before we met. So we met on the 26th of January, we got married on the 19th of January. We did want to get married on the 26th of January, but we also wanted to get married under the Harbour Bridge. But the 26th of January is Australia Day, and if you're in Australia, you know Australia Day means Australia Day celebrations, and where we wanted to get married, they're like, yeah, no, that's being fully booked out, and you can never get married there on that day. So we had to move it the week beforehand, so that was the biggest highlight of the year. And then also, just to follow up on that, we didn't have a honeymoon straight away. We had our honeymoon in June, July, because we sort of needed to coincide with the school holidays so my parents could look after the kids. And we went to Mexico for 3-ish weeks, maybe 3.5, 3 definitely. We were in Mexico, and oh my god, that was the most amazing time of my life. It was just amazing. And Mexico is just an amazing city. We went to Cancun, and the resort we stayed at was just, it was unbelievable. It was paradise. And while we were there, we also got the opportunity to swim with whale sharks, and that's been on my bucket list for... I've always had a fascination with underwater sea creatures, sharks and whales and stuff, and to be able to swim with a whale shark was just the most amazing, surreal, mind-blowing experience ever. Just to see, it makes you realise how small and insignificant you are when you are swimming along and you look across, and you're not as big as this whale's ear. Like, you can see, you know, like the nose to the front, the side fin that you look across, and you're swimming next to it, and you're like a metre away from this huge beast, and you are not even like a fifth of its size, and you look back at its tail, and it's just like, oh my god, I am tiny. I'm a tiny, insignificant thing in the world compared to these greater things out there. It was amazing. Loved it. Highly recommend it if you get a chance. Okay, favourite beauty product of the year. Favourite beauty product of the year. Urban Decay Revolution Lipstick in Liar. I mentioned this in my favourites of 2013. I'll link it below. The reason I love this lipstick, and this takes out my top product. If I had to sum down that 26-minute video that I did last night of my top product of 2013, this would be number 1. It is this lipstick. It is Liar. It is the perfect nude. I have been looking for years for the perfect nude lipstick for me and my skin tone and my lip colouring. I've never been able to find it, no matter what I try. You know, I've tried all the MAC ones and Cupcake and Creme de Nude and, you know, different kinds of nude ones that I've been recommended. Blankety, yeah, they just don't work for me. The lime chrome ones, the Coquette and Babette, I've tried them, and I still feel like I need to do something extra to make it work. This lipstick is perfect. It is the best lipstick in the world. I've got a backup. If they ever discontinue this and I've got that, I will be devastated. Least favourite beauty product. This is a hard question. I've been kind of... Well, it's not really that hard. I know exactly what it is. It's a brush set that I bought from furless. It is the big 27-piece brush kit. It's like a roll and 27 brushes in it, and it's got the blue handles and the gold ferrules. I got that. It's frustrating. I've wanted to do a review on that, but I just can't bring myself to do it because it annoys me so much. You know, I bought it on people's recommendations. I got it, Jodie from Guru Beauty here on YouTube. She did a video review on it, and she pretty much did a rave review on it, said they were fantastic. Everyone else that got the furless brushes sent to them at the same time, they all were doing reviews on them, and they all said they were great. And I bought them, and I was so disappointed. Like, they're not good. The brush quality is not good. I can't even, like, okay, I just can't, look, see, I can't even talk about it because it just frustrates me so much of how disappointed. I don't know if my brush expectations are so high that they just didn't work for me and they work for everyone else, or did I get a bad batch? I just can't work it out, but I was just not impressed at all. It was, oh, I'm so glad I got a discount with them, because if I had to pay full price, I would have sent them straight back. You know, there might be one or two brushes that are fine to use, but the rest of them, nah. Who do you want to thank for being amazing? There are a lot of people I want to thank for being amazing. First of all, I probably want to thank my husband for being amazing, because he has had a tough year. He's had a lot of, you know, different staff issues. He's working a lot. We don't get to see each other half as much as I wish we could. And it's a struggle. It is a struggle for him, it's a struggle for me, it's a struggle for the family, but he still does it, and he does it for us, and he is amazing. So if you're watching this, Glenn, and you probably won't be, because I don't think you watch any of my videos, but that's cool. Thank you for being an amazing husband and amazing support for our family. And who else? There's a lot of other people. I've got a friend in America who has been so amazing this year. She's one of those friends that you know that she will be there. If you ever need someone, she will always be there. You know, other friends that, there are a lot of friends, a lot. And I guess three more people that I want to say thank you for being amazing are my 3 children, because they are amazing, beautiful, wonderful, special, talented, gorgeous children. They really are, and I am lucky to have them. I really am. They're amazing. My oldest boy, he is so sweet. Like, from school once, and I'd just done a tutorial, so, you know, had a full face of makeup. Okay, he says, I knew you'd be looking all pretty today, Mummy, with your hair, with that stuff on your face and your hair all straight. And I'm just like, you know what, that is so sweet for him to actually stop and notice and comment, and he's adorable. He's just, and one of the other parents heard that, and she's like, oh my god, that is so lovely. So Zeke, Zane and Axel, if you're watching this later on in your life, thank you so much. You've been a blessing to have in 2013. I've loved every minute of it, and keep up the good work. You keep me on my toes, you certainly do. Okay, now we're moving into the resolutions for 2014. Okay, now we're moving into the resolutions for 2014. What other makeup beauty resolutions that you have for the next year? My first one is going to be start using up some of the stuff I've got. Seriously, I do not need to buy any more makeup. When I was in America in October, I was going through Sephora, and I could have done a lot worse than I did. I really could have. But I was sitting there looking at things, and I was just thinking, I don't need any more makeup. And that is a big thing coming from someone like me, to say I don't need any more. I need to start getting through some of this stuff that I've got. I need to go through my samples. At the end of last year, I started an Operation Sample to sort of get through all of the samples that I picked up in the beauty boxes and subscription boxes. I'm going to really kickstart that this year and get onto that every week, get through 2 or 3 samples a week and do a little mini review on them, because, you know, there could be a gem in there that I've been needing to have in my life that I haven't been able to use because I haven't used it as a sample. A lot of things like that. Get through some makeup, really cut down on the spending and use more of what I've got is kind of where I'm going with that. And what are the fashion resolutions? Oh, you know, I really don't have time for fashion. It's never been my thing. I just wear whatever the hell I feel like wearing. In a kind of way, I don't really agree with fashion, because I kind of feel like society and trends sort of dictate to children and to people what they should feel and what they should look like, and I kind of am a bit anti that. You know, wear what you want. Wear whatever the hell you want. If you feel comfortable wearing stripy leggings under short shorts with a Metallica t-shirt, you wear that, because if that's you and that's what you want to wear and that's what you feel comfortable wearing, you wear it, and don't worry about what fashion or society or anyone else tells you to do. You do what you want and what you feel happy in. that's how I stand on fashion. So saying that, yeah, I don't have a fashion resolution. Just to keep doing what I want and be happy with what I wear. What are personal resolutions? I guess the first one and the biggest one, and this is where a lot of people, I'm sure a lot of people make this resolution, is just to sort of get on top of our diet and nutrition. Diet in particular. Exercise isn't a problem for me. I'm at the gym all the time. I love the gym. I'm addicted to the gym. I just, that is my happy place. The kids got memberships there. We go there morning and night sometimes. We are always at the gym. So exercise isn't my problem. The problem for me is more diet and nutrition, which is really the whole crux of it all. The exercise just is an added bonus, but I really need to focus on diet and nutrition. I have actually started the Rapid Fitness Living Well Detox kind of weight loss program. And I'm on day 3 now. I've done day 1 was a water fasting day. I did day 2. I'm on day 3 now. I jumped on the scale today and I've lost like 4 kilos in those 3 days. I have been vlogging it. I have been vlogging my journey through that. If you are at all interested, I might do a second channel just based on health and fitness and nutrition. The other thing we really want to do is we're sort of really wanting to go down the lifestyle of paleo eating, which is cutting out sugars, processed food, grains, legumes, things like that isn't actually good for us, and just eating raw, natural, organic ingredients. And so with that, it's kind of a bit hard to do that with the children, but we're sort of getting our way there. The kids every single day will have a smoothie made of frozen bananas and spinach mixed up with water. And we've got 3 boys, and they will drink 10 of them a day if we could. They love them so much, and that's just kind of our way of getting them to eat, not only to get spinach, but they don't need milk in it. They're quite happy to drink it with water. They don't need the dairies in there that could cause them to, you know, if they're lactose intolerant or dairies. If you really look into food and stuff, there is a lot of stuff that we've been told and been brought up on that isn't actually good for us. So our whole mission this year is to kind of do a lot of research into that and work out what's best for the children and for us to sort of make us all into a paleo family. And if that is something at all that interests you, please let me know, because I can go over there and, you know, I can do recipes and how to do things and, you know, vlog my sort of journey and stuff like that. If you are at all interested, leave a comment back down below and let me know, and I'll certainly go and do that. It is very interesting once you sort of read a bit of research into kind of nutrition and what we should and shouldn't be eating and what we've been told to eat, and yeah, you know, it's quite interesting. So that is definitely the biggest thing on my resolutions list. The next personal resolution I have is don't get any speeding fines. Do not speed this year. You will go as slow as the speedometer tells you to. You follow every road rule and you don't do it. It was actually funny, when I got my last speeding ticket, I'm like, okay, this has to stop. Drove at the speed limit, and I've got my 6-year-old saying, Mom, you're driving so slow. What's wrong with you? Speed up. I'm like, no, I'm going the speed limit. This is how fast I'm supposed to go. And he's like, really? This slow? I'm like, yeah. So stop speeding, diet and nutrition. And another personal resolution that I really want to do is I want to learn Spanish. I was born in Chile. I was born in Santiago. I was adopted to Australia when I was a baby, like 10, 11 months old. I was adopted over here to Australian parents, and so I grew up in Australia. I will walk down the street and I'll have Spanish people come up to me and speak Spanish to me. I'm like, how do you know? Apparently, I just look Chilean. And they will say, you're from Chile. I'm like, how do you know? Apparently I've got Chilean cheekbones. I don't know. That's what they tell me. But I don't speak Spanish because I've grown up in Australia. My dad, funnily enough, my Australian dad, he speaks Spanish. He teaches it down in Batemans Bay where he lives. So I really want to get onto that. And my son has actually been showing a lot of interest in Spanish as well. So I kind of really want to get him involved. And I would love it if we both could, all of us could learn Spanish. That is another resolution I have. So I'm going to leave it at 3. Diet and nutrition, don't speed, speak Spanish. And the last thing is question 10, name one thing you want to check off your bucket list. Now, this is a really touchy subject for me. When I'm on my bucket list, and I've had it on my bucket list for ages, and that is to be in New York City on my 30th birthday. Now, I'm going to be in New York. No, not going to be in New York. I'm going to be 30 this year. On May is my 30th birthday. And my whole life I've wanted to be in New York City on my 30th birthday. It's just what I've wanted to do. But our dog, I breed French Bulldogs, and our dog will be coming into season this month or maybe end of February. But either way, when she has her puppies, we'll have tiny little puppies in our house, and I've got a friend who said he would look after them, but I can't do it. Like, there's 12 weeks of my life where I've got these gorgeous, beautiful little puppies that I may need to hand rear and be there with and play with and watch them grow up and experience that with my children and my family, because it is just a magical, magical experience. It's kind of one of those things that I can't, as much as I want to be in New York City on my 30th birthday, I can't do it because I need to be home with those puppies. So I might have to go to New York City on my 30th and a half birthday or my 31st, or, you know, there's plenty of other birthdays I could be in New York City on, so I'll have to make that a mission for another year to be in New York City on my birthday. But one thing I want to do this year, I want to take the kids to Disneyland at some point, even later on in the year. I want to take the kids to Disneyland, and because I think it would be so much fun. They're all into Buzz and Woody, and I'm a Disney addict, and I just would love to go over to America and go to Disney World in Florida and just, you know, have a family holiday. So that is my resolutions tag. I'd love to know what your resolutions are, so leave comments in there below. If you do videos, I tag every one of you to do it. I'm going to tag a few people, Beautymozart, Glamourwithgrace. I've got to think of who else hasn't done the tag. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any comments or questions, leave it in the comment bar below. Don't forget, if you are interested in the diet nutrition side of things and want to see a second channel, leave it below as well, and I'll certainly start working on that. Apart from that, I've got Facebook. I've got a little bit of a giveaway over on my blog, so I'm going to link that below if you want to go check that out. It's to win a gift voucher for Lipstick Republic. And that's about it, I think. So actually I'm going to ask you guys to message me throughout the year and just ask me how I'm doing with these resolutions, because it's one thing to say it, but it's the next thing to then stay on track of it. So yeah, I really appreciate it if one of you would message me throughout the year and say, hey, how are your resolutions going? How's that Spanish going? Because, you know, it's all good and it's all well and good now that I said it out here, but if it actually happens is another story. So that's it. I'm going to go have a fantastic day, and I will see you soon. Bye.